So the next thing I'd like to look at is homicides by gender. And to do that, we'll add a new chart, and we'll add a line chart. Okay, so see if we click on the line chart and we look at the data. This is giving us 4 lines. It goes across a number of years. So if we look over at our data for by gender by year, it's in a slightly different format, but it shouldn't be too hard to get things over where we want them. So first we can delete the things that we don't need. For instance, we don't need that column at all. We have 3 columns. We have female, male, and unknown. Spelled that wrong. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and just look at a 5-year period here. Okay, and now we've got our graphic. It's really just a matter of bringing in the data from our spreadsheet and making things match up a little bit. So let's see if we'll just go ahead and do that by hand. Okay, so we'll start with female 2013. We have 629 and 699, 700, 865, and then 656. Okay, if we look at male next, starting in 2013, we've got 3596, 3581, 4258, 4969, 3903. Okay, and if we look at unknown, we have 374, 328, 378, 456, and 489. Okay, and we'll see that now we have a graphic that really reflects our data and shows how many more male homicides there are than female or unknown homicides. We can go ahead and add a, get rid of one of those. Go ahead and add a headline to that graphic, and we will call that one Homicides by Gender 2013 to 2017. All right, so this is really coming together. Next, we want to add a pie chart that looks at homicides by race. And again, we can just choose our Add Chart tool and add a pie chart. And if we click on it, it'll show us the data. You can see by default, this has actually a tabbed pie chart, so it's 2 pie charts involved in it. And I will ask you to make a tabbed pie chart for the assignment. But right now we're only going to have 1 tab, so we can just go ahead and completely delete that second tab, so we only have 1 pie chart. And let's go ahead and look over at our data for race. It's going to be pretty easy here for us to copy and paste right over into Infogram. Okay, so we'll delete this. Okay, and now you can see did a really nice job of just going ahead and automatically creating our pie chart for us. And we'll go ahead and add a nice headline into that as well. And we'll call that one Homicides by Race. Okay, let's do just a couple more to sort of finish up this package. So far we've looked at homicides by year, homicides by gender, and homicides by race. Next, I'd like to look at the cities with the most unsolved homicides. And to do that, let's go ahead and do a bar chart. And we'll go ahead and look at our data. Again, it's giving us 2 tabs that we don't really need in this situation. So if we look at our database here and we take a look at, we've got city, and here we go, cities with the most unsolved homicides. So our top 5 are going to be Chicago, Baltimore, Detroit, Philadelphia, and Houston. And we'll just go ahead and copy that over. 2, 3, 4, 5. And it'll be really easy to go ahead and just replace all that data here. You can see it automatically created a really nice bar chart for us. So now we can just go ahead and add in a headline. Our headline for this one will be cities with the most unsolved murders. All right, beautiful. I would like to add one more thing to this Infogram graphics package, and that is a map, which Infogram makes really easy to add. So here's our add map package or button. We'll add a map of the United States. And since we've already got our subhead in here, we'll go ahead and add in our headline for that graphic, which is going to be states with the most homicides, 2007 to 2017. And if we look at the data here, we can see it's got data for every state. And in this situation, what we want to do is really just delete all the states that we don't want to show. So we have 5 states we want to show. We'd like to show, let's look at the data here, California, Texas, Illinois, Pennsylvania, and Missouri, right? So let's go ahead and delete all of the states that aren't those. Okay, so go down, we can just delete down to California, and then we can just delete down to Illinois. Okay. And next we want to go down to Missouri, Pennsylvania, and Texas. Okay. Just get rid of all these that we don't need. Okay, and now we have just about focused down to the 5 states that we need. Okay, we don't need this middle column called group. And for value, we want to go ahead and add in our homicides. So for California, 6288. We can go ahead and make this a little easier on ourselves probably. Okay, California, 6288. For Illinois, we have 5535. For Missouri, we have 2867. For Pennsylvania, we have 3668. And for Texas, we have 5891. Okay, great. So let's take a look at our map. You can see it just lets you hover over those states and tells you how many homicides that they had. Lovely. Okay, so this is a really nice graphics package. The last thing that we want to do is we want to add just a little bit of text at the bottom, just giving a source for our data, right? So source, the Washington Post. All right, great. So now we've really created a nice graphics package here. And the last thing that I wanted to show you guys was how to export or actually embed these graphics now that you're completed. To do that, we go over to the share button, and it will give you a share link. So if we click view online or just copy and paste that link, It'll actually take us to a page that Infogram has created for our infographics. It's just such a great display. It animates them for us. They're all interactive. Just really nice display here. We'll also give you an embed code if you want to embed that on your own website. Or if you want to email it to someone, it also gives you that option.